The Transformers 1 merchandise train continues with Robot Battlers. This is an Optimus Prime versus Megatron set. Obviously, for a movie like this, where we see their whole origin and their separation of friendship, we have to have a whole action figure battling 2-pack. But this is kinda unique, because this is from a line, like I said, called Robot Battlers, where these figures have these display bases, and it looks like you kind of use your fingers and have them fight each other. And this isn't the first time the Transformers has done this. This isn't the second. This isn't the third. I'm pretty sure this is either the fourth or the fifth. Because, obviously, Transformers are robots. And one of the most iconic robot toys of all time is Rockem Sockem robots. And as you can see here, this is a picture of the original Rockem Sockem robot set. As you can see, you just fought with these robots, and they, the head popped up. You all know Rockem Sockem robots. Apparently, there was a set of Rockem Sockem robot Transformers back in the 80s that I didn't even know about until I did some brief research on this video. I didn't even know about these. Here's some images I'm just throwing up of these as well. Very, very interesting. But they also did some other interesting stuff for the movies and some stuff, around Age of Extinction as well that kind of had like these weird different designs. But this is the first time that we have seen Rockem Sockem robot style Transformers that can still transform. These are still transformable figures, which I really appreciate. But I do actually have some of the others that I did not show pictures of that I'm also going to show off in this video after we open this up. So as we can see, we have Optimus. Looks like he transforms into his standard truck. Megatron turns into his tank. This is my first Transformers 1 Megatron toy. Looks like they come with some accessories to duke it out. Very fun. I kind of like this weird disc in the middle because it has like a cool picture of them like, right there. There's a nice picture of Optimus. I love his design for the movie. And Megatron's design's really solid too. Definitely a very solid Megatron. But yeah, it seems like a very fun little set. Let's go ahead and open it up, I guess. It is unfortunately very, very tied in, like all modern toys are, which is very frustrating, because Transformers still does the whole plastic-free packaging. So here's our Megatron. As you can see, he's very, very floopy, and I'm sure that's for the whole momentum of swishing him around and everything for the whole battle gimmick. Here's one of the bases right here. This must be Optimus Prime's. Let's cut this out. And then it's got this thing on the front. Can that just come off? I kind of like that, though. This little cardboard. Yeah, we can get this off, and you can see you just, I guess, put your fingers in it. Yeah, that's actually pretty efficient. I like that. Makes it very easy to actually fight with them, and we'll see with some of the other ones I'm showing that they're not very easy to have a fight if it's just you. But thankfully this set, I think, made it pretty easy if you want to fight your Transformers just by yourself. Because, I mean, obviously, Rockem Sockem Robots is also kind of like a two-person toy. But hey, sometimes you don't have a second person that's willing to duke out with robots. So you have to do it yourself. So sad, I know. Tragic. Look at that sword. That's weird. It's like a sword with a energy block on the tip. Looks like Optimus is very similar. Yeah, these should be pretty simple toys. The figures themselves look a lot like one-step changers. I don't know if they just transform in one step, but they are very basic. And I mean, that makes sense. I do think you would want the figures to be fairly basic if you're going to be bashing them together like this. Alright, and here's our Optimus out of the box. Wow, I can automatically tell you how he's going to transform. And they're very hollow as well. Look at that. Very hollow. But they do look nice. They definitely do look nice. Do they have like any articulation, or is it literally just the arm flop? I think it's literally just the arm floop. That's all they do that wise. And then let's get, I guess this is, would this be Megatron's? I don't know. Who has the, no, I guess Megatron has the red. Because the Optimus, he's blue and red. So it kind of makes it difficult to figure out which one belongs to him. Alright, looks like they are free from their plastic prison. But before I talk about these toys, I wanted to have a little intermission and talk about a Rockem Sockem robot-style transformer that came out around Age of Extinction. These were called Battle Masters, and I thought they were hot garbage when they came out. I had zero interest in them. This one I got at like the flea market or a thrift store. This is Optimus Prime, obviously. Well, I say obviously, you can see the design is very different, and some characters were absolutely unrecognizable. They also came with like these bases where you could like plug them on, and it had triggers, but I don't have the base. Thankfully, though, you can still use them without the base, because you can see there's these little flippers down by the feet. You can hold them like this. And basically, these guys, they punched. That's all they did. They just punched side to side, and if you punched to their head, their neck flipped up, and they got a little bobbly, little... Yeah, the designs were very odd. Look at the Megatron. The Megatron looks nothing like Megatron. It's such an odd design. Whoever designed these definitely was thinking outside the box. At least Optimus is recognizable, but pretty much none of the others were. They also did make a toy line for these, this kind of toy line for Marvel as well. I think there was like a Marvel line that kind of was very similar to this around the same time. But yeah, very odd, and as you can see, it does not transform. It's literally just a figure, and the whole thing it does is just punch back and forth. Not the most exciting thing. These actually do seem pretty decent because they can transform. Should we transform them first before we even like get onto the whole gimmick? Because they have to be in robot mode for that. Optimus's transformation, I'm just going to guess. We're going to flip his head in. Are we going to do that? I know we're going to flip these for sure. That's got to flip. And then it looks like it's supposed to close in there. Or maybe the chest flips. Okay, yeah, so the chest goes in and the head goes down. Does the head literally just stick out down there? I wonder. No, it goes down like that. Okay. I was starting to become very concerned. That's it. There we go. There's Optimus. Very, very simple transformation. It's not a one-step. And one-step changers usually have, like, springs and everything in them. This has no mechanism like that for the sake of, the gimmick. But yeah, very, very interesting little Optimus Prime. Looks like he comes with his Energon axe, which we can put that in his hand, I guess. And he also comes with his weird energy sword thing. And we can plug him on here. And does it matter which foot? I don't think it matters which foot. We just want to make sure he is plugged on. And yeah, there we go. He's plugged on. Now, how is it, like, how do you win? How do you beat him? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so yeah, get your finger in there. Whoa, look at that. I definitely see those arms flailing. Oh, even the hinges are starting to come out. Do those tab in better? Yeah, I think I didn't have them tabbed in good enough. Yeah, look at that. He is moving. He is moving and grooving. But is there, like, an elimination method? Like, if you hit them, do they get knocked down in any way? Like, is there a button? Doesn't really seem like there's any mechanism. I guess you literally just hit them hard enough for them to come off. That's my guess, because if you do push on them enough, they will come off. Like I said, that's my only guess. Because they're only really tabbed in with the one right there. The other is just kind of resting it in there. So yeah, there's Optimus. Very, very odd. I do kind of like the head sculpt, though. I don't know if you can see that. That head sculpt actually looks pretty nice. I mean, yeah, for what this isn't bad. This definitely isn't bad. And they are selling more of these in, like, individual packs as well. If you decide you need more battling Transformers in your life. Honestly, it's a very satisfying motion. I really enjoy that. That's really fun. Alright, and now we have Megatron. Megatron here is very, very interesting. Again, I like the detail. He's got like this scratched out look to his chest. His head looks nice. Again, seems like he doesn't really have any articulation. How does this transformation go? I have a feeling that it's gonna be very similar. Oh, whoa, okay. That's interesting. So it seems like, does he like totally flip inside out? Wow, okay. What else does this do? Seems like the leg's supposed to do something. Okay, so that goes back. This is actually a good transformation. And do you, like, push the head in? Okay, yeah, you push the head in to get the turret out. That's a very interesting transformation. Wow, that's cool. I actually really like that. Obviously, the hands are still just sticking out right there. But yeah, that's really fun. I actually really like this little Megatron. Obviously, if you want a proper Megatron for the Transformers 1 movie, get the Studio Series, or, you know, wait for the Yellow Park ones if you don't need them to transform. But yeah, seems pretty fun, seems pretty cool. He has a fusion cannon hand, which is interesting. He doesn't have, like, it on his arm, it, like, is his hand that transforms. And he also has his weird little club thing. And then we can get him also attached to his base. And yeah, he's also fighting. He's going crazy. So I wonder how these actually, like, fight each other. Like, can we get them to get one to knock the other off? Oh, there goes the weapons. The weapons fly off. So I guess you lose the weapons as the fight goes on. Yeah, I feel like I'm literally just bashing them together. There's, like, no effort. Like, there you go. Megatron 1. Movie spoilers. I have won, Optimus. You have lost. Never, Megatron. Oh, got him. Yeah, very, very fun. Also how the weapons fly off. Very interesting. Definitely, these are made for the kind of kid that just loves battling their toys. This is a very battle-heavy toy. And again, I appreciate the simplicity of the figures themselves, because they didn't have to make them transform. These literally could have just been non-transforming figures that battled. But no, they still made them transform, and I really appreciate that. Because that's our cue for the next one. Kind of an old versus new segment. But this is not the first time they've done something like this for Transformers movies. Oh no. Say hello to, I'm pretty sure these were called Robot Fighters. Back in the 2007 toy line. We have Optimus Prime, and we have Megatron. Look at these, dude. The sculpts on these are insane. I'm not sure if I've showed these off in a video before, but I'm showing them off here because I have them. I had to dig them out of storage, but here they are. So these are kind of one of Hasbro's staples that they had in the 2000s and even the 90s, I think. Hasbro, Kenner, they had this whole, like, Rockem Sockem style toy. I think they did this for Batman. I know they did this for G.I. Joe as well. But yeah, they did it for the 2007 Transformers movie. So we can reenact Megatron Prime. Yeah, you can reenact the fight. How these work. Each one is on one of these big old bases. You can see Optimus's is a lighter gray with an Autobot symbol. Megatron is a darker gray with a Decepticon symbol. I think I got these in like a big lot of Transformers toys on eBay some years ago. But yeah, you can see there's like a scorekeeper on the base itself, so you can just keep score. But yeah, I need to actually use both hands to properly show this off, because there's this support handle, because these things go crazy. And then there's this dial back here. So just kind of resting this, you spin this dial, and he literally just goes crazy. He spins, he does these big old kicks, these back kicks, front kicks, these big old punches. Like, they are very loose. Like, you can stand them on their own. You absolutely can. I had them displayed for a while, but I didn't have the space anymore. But yeah, very fun. You can actually kind of be strategic with your kicks and your blocks, which is kind of cool. And yeah, both of them act this way too. Both of them act entirely the same. Very, very interesting. I do want to get a little bit close on the details, because these look really nice. Taking a look at Megatron first, you can see that he is definitely based off the first movie. He does not have the concept art head, he has the final movie head. And he's got all this like black wash and all this mechanical detail. All of the details are very accurate and very nicely sculpted. Like, even to the back where you can see like the wings forming like the shoulder blades. It is a very, very nice looking Megatron, and actually, in my opinion, looks better than the robot replica's effort that they had in the same movie. Then the Optimus Prime, too, again, I think looks better than the robot replica. Has a lot of the nice little flame paint, tons of silvers, reds, little mechanical hosing and detail. Yeah, it's a very, very nice looking Optimus, front and back as well. They even added like the little red back there. But yeah, the whole point of these, I'm sure you saw these big old buttons. Whichever button gets pressed first, the other one's just going to go flying. So let's see if I can reenact the the end of the movie where Optimus defeats Megatron by, you know, obviously with Sam Witwicky, but now it's Optimus Prime. I'm gonna put the cube in your chest. No, don't do it, Prime. I'm gonna do it. Oh, that actually worked very well. Yeah, very, very fun. I love these kind of toys. Very interesting, very action-packed. And obviously with these, you can see they don't transform either. So the Transformers 1 version is very cool for the fact that they actually transform. Alrighty guys, so there's my video showcasing the Rockem Sockem robot style Transformers toys that I have in my collection. I wish I had those G1s, honestly. I didn't even know about those. I definitely wouldn't mind getting those at some point, but I don't need them. I don't need any of these. They're just fun, and I'm happy I was able to show them off for you guys. The Transformers 1 set, I think, is really cool. You know, obviously they're very simple figures, but given the fact that the whole point is you're supposed to bash them into each other, yeah, I would like them to be simple. I don't want, you know, deluxe class figures clanging into each other and little panels and flaps start flying off. No, they need to be simple, and I think these figures did a really good job of doing that. And hey, the 07 ones are really cool too. Again, I love the sculpts on those. But the Age of Extinction era ones, what were they called? Battle Masters? Not the biggest fan of those. Definitely not the biggest fan. They went on deep clearance. They're genuinely and generally unwanted. I don't really see any Transformers collectors with them ever, because who wants them? If you have any, let me know, I guess. Yeah, let me know what you think about these down in the comments. I think these are really fun Transformers toys. And hey, it was a nice little look into Transformers toy history. I guess this is kind of an old versus new, but I don't know. You tell me. Thanks so much for watching. Special shout out to channel members, as always. Thank you so much for the continued support. Have a great one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.